Hey friends, I am excited to get into Unit 3 with you. Thank you for praying. For me, I was out a good bit last week, multiple times last week with family. I was able to preach the gospel to many family members who know it and some who don't know it. And so thank you so much for praying for me. I know many of you have been in somewhat similar situations, certainly grieving loved ones and sometimes getting to preach the gospel. And so thank you for your prayers there. Thanks for your patience. I know as we kick off this course, it's really important that you get feedback early and you know what is expected of you. And so just a couple of consistent themes I noticed were the need to be personal in your proposals. So in that second part of your proposal, really do get specific about your ministry role, whatever influence you have, whatever authority or position the Lord may have given you. Be specific there. I think they'll be helpful to you. It's a helpful exercise for our learning, but it's also just hopefully helpful to you to think about your specific ministry calling and context there. Of course, I've tried to be lenient. Nobody has missed points because I wasn't clear on something, I hope. If that seems to be the case, reach out to me, let me know, and we can talk about it and figure that out. Do be checking the feedback. I leave quite a bit of feedback on those proposals. Read it all. I think that'll be helpful to you. It shouldn't take very long, a few minutes maybe. And let me know if questions ever come up. I'd be more than happy to elaborate on something or to rethink something. Always happy to do that. This week we're talking about corporate worship, both participating in it and preparing yourself for it. I realize that not every one of us is in the position to really determine what happens in corporate worship at our churches. We may choose churches, and I'm not really here to help you church shop necessarily. But we all of us get to choose in what way we participate, how we prepare ourselves for that, or our families if we lead them. And so I hope that this will be beneficial to you. Please do not feel that you have to complete the reading for the initial discussion post. Of course, you're going to incorporate that extensively in the proposal, but all that we're really thinking about, especially in these discussions at the initial post, is get your bearings by watching the lesson video. It's not the be-all, end-all of Christian spirituality or spiritual disciplines, but it'll get your bearings, and then share prior learning, share your perspective at this moment, share your experiences thus far, and those can be somewhat less formal. Our first couple weeks are a little bit more definitional, a little bit more theological in terms of like prolegomena, first things, but these next are more specific about specific disciplines. So we're going to share naturally a little bit more about specifically and personally what you've done. And so I hope you'll take that up, and that will be a bit of a breath of fresh air for you, a little less intense on the front end of your week. Of course, participate meaningfully throughout the week in that according to the assignment instructions. But really, you're going to nail these things down, and your thoughts, opinions, positions may change even from Tuesday's post to Saturday. Of course, I hope not drastically so in some way, but hopefully it's helpful to you. We are reading a little bit of Whitney's Praying the Bible. We're also going to read a little bit of Whitney's Spiritual Disciplines, unless you've already taken Evangelism and Discipleship, in which case you'll be reading Habits of Grace, both of which are great books. I'm glad that some of y'all get to read Mathis as well. Note that you're going to have a proposal at the end of this week. Note that you'll need to reflect on your local supervisor experiences next week. That's just a really brief check-in to make sure you're on track meeting with your supervisor regularly, and that you're getting out of it what you need to be getting out of it. I'm not looking for anything particular besides what the assignment instructions list there. So that you've met at least 3 times, and that that's been productive, and you've been actually talking about this course. It's just a helpful waypoint for you and for me to make sure that's going well, because it is important, especially as you work on your rule of life. Do practice the rule of life throughout. Do prepare for the proactive evangelism assignment, which is going to be happening in Unit 6. If you don't make plans for that now, it's very likely to fall by the wayside, so make plans for that now. As questions come up, please reach out. I'd be happy to connect more with you on any of these things. Again, thanks for your prayers. Thanks for your good work. I know we're a small course, this maiden voyage of this course, but it's been really good so far, and I've really enjoyed reading what you've written. So if you need anything, let me know.